Welcome back to 30 Days of Health and Wellness. Today's January 21st. So I don't know what happened on the news recently because it's really January 19th where I'm at. Where you're at, if you're watching this, it's January 20th or sometime in the future beyond that. Whatever the case, that's a song that I learned in classical guitar when I was back in college, way back when, quite some time ago. I don't play it every day. I'm definitely not the best at it. You're supposed to actually play it by finger picking. Like for an example, this part. It's probably easier if you do it with your fingers. But I use a guitar pick, which is why I fumble around quite a bit. When I'm really on it, I can play this song to perfection. There are things about this right now. The guitar is slightly out of tune. There are things that weren't pleasing to me as far as how I played it. I'm also in a chair that has these arm brackets, so I'm holding the guitar in a weird way. I apologize for my less than superb performance of that song, and at the same time, I just wanted to start out with something different. So maybe to help you out by seeing something different. Not really sure. Like I said, been here, as you heard yesterday, for more than an hour recording these clips because of some video anomalies. And I wanted to continue the subject of music and thoughtfulness on wellness and health. Music is a powerful component that can help bring our mind into a space that it wasn't in before. And for that reason, I've incorporated a lot of my loves, for an example, writing poems, into what I do. And that included writing poems that turned into songs and learning to play guitar and talk and then sing at the same time. It's a lot more difficult than I thought it would be, and it's a lot more rewarding too, because not everyone can do it. And because not everyone can do it with that passion that I seem to be able to bring to the table. So I'm following my calling. I'm strengthening what it is that I am capable of doing. And I'm doing that in a way to bring to the table those fruits and bounties that I'm capable of bringing to share with the world in today's era. So thanks for watching. Peace and blessings and wellness and health to you, and have a great day. And I hope you tune in again and are subscribing, or at least thinking about it. I know you might be on the fence still because I'm not the greatest musician or singer that you've ever heard or looked at. And at the same time, I hope that you are subscribed already and that you are sharing these videos in a way that is meaningful. So there are other people who are out there who want to connect. I want to connect with my family who's creative, who's able to enjoy music, even if it's producing their own music together. And that's why I'm putting this out there. So in this way, I know I'll be able to broadcast a message of wellness and health and conservation in a way that makes sense. Big Bend National Park is one of the first places I went to that actually captivated me in a way that I just immediately fell in love. And that's something that doesn't happen all the time. You know it when you feel it, when you fall in love, and you can remember it when you recall those circumstances, but only if you're able to go back into those times and also maybe overlook the bad times. The last time I was in Big Bend, well, 2 times in the past ago, I had a good fall where I injured my wrist. After I got back from Big Bend, I suffered another setback with that same wrist. And, you know, I could continue thinking, man, I went to Big Bend, I fell down, I got hurt. Or I can just, that's part of the experience. I can just think that's part of the experience. Because that is part of the experience. No matter how in love we are with one another, for an example, eventually we pass away. That's part of the experience. And without fully accepting that peace and that knowledge and that awareness, and without understanding that that's why we're here to nurture one another, during that time when we do have time permitted to nurture each other, Without understanding that and accepting that, we don't really accept responsibility or peace or Christ or however you want to hear the example. I don't mean that in a demeaning way. I have to keep clarifying it because there's a lack of conversation that's happening for some reason. And it might be in the very delivery of my words, or it might be that people are so captivated that they just remain silent. Silence isn't really the best thing when you're holding it in anger. It can fester and it can manifest into errors that cause a crumble down to the foundational level. So if you're struggling and you're recognizing that your foundation is crumbling, while you recognize that, you can supplement the foundation with pieces that will not fall out of place. Peace, it's not the only way, but it's probably just as lonely as going about it in anger. It can be. Because not a lot of people want to talk peace. That implies acceptance of self-control and responsibility. And that can be a lonely road to travel, but it's probably a lot more rewarding than the road that's been trampled, that's leading to the general outcome of whatever it is we've been tasked with between one another. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Peace.